How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Markets are looking very green today, and we have a lot of news, including possibly the new Twitter CEO. He is putting this in his bio that he's the CEO of Twitter, and Elon has talked to him about it before, so we're going to talk about that. Also talk about what CZ just said about the new IMF crypto regulations, what they want to see going forward. We have nodes going down in crypto. 50% of one of the largest crypto projects, nodes went down and they still don't know why. And we have other news as well, some key levels that we have to watch out for. And we're going to talk about why the market's so green right now. I do want to thank PrimeXBT as well for sponsoring this video, but we'll talk more about that later. Now, crypto is looking pretty good with Bitcoin right under 23,000, Ethereum still over 1,600. We are seeing a little bit of a cool down from just a few weeks ago where we went from about 16,000 up to 21,000 in a few days, but I like to see that. We had a little bit of consolidation, then we moved up. We have a little bit of consolidation here, and this is what I would prefer to see. If we look back just to January 20, just 3 days ago, we were at 51 on the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, and the price was under 21,000. Now, because we've consolidated for a few days, we're at 50, and we're up at 23,000 basically. So we're up $2,000 more, and we're lower on the Fear and Greed Index, which means that there's less of a chance that we're going to crash right back down. The overall market is looking green as well, with a lot of stocks up significantly. I mean, Tesla's up 6.3%. Great move there. And we are at a very important level on the S&P 500. As you can see here, we broke this trend line that we've been really battling against since late 2021. We broke above it. And if we can close above it for a few days, if we can make a convincing rally, I think that would be really, really beneficial. Now, of course, we do have a lot of big earnings this week, including Microsoft, Tesla, among many others. So there is a lot going on this week, including the Fed meeting that's happening next week. Those will definitely factor in. But if we can continue above this, it'll be really good for the markets. Now, Bitcoin had a little bit of a sell-off. As you can see here, we had a quick move up to 23,100, and this is right when the S&P 500 was flirting with 4,000, and then we crashed right back down to 22,500, just like a $700 move within a few minutes, but that's because a lot of shorts were liquidated. Now, if you want to see, or if you want to use a website like this where you can see 4 different charts at one time, or you want a bunch of different trading pairs, you can check out PrimeXBT, which is today's show sponsor. Now, if you want to take advantage of some of these crazy times in the market and some of these big pumps, you could do something like leverage trading to be able to spread your money a lot further. Now, of course, there's a lot of risk that comes with this, and you have to know what you're doing, but PrimeXBT is a great place to do it, and there are links underneath the video. They have some promo codes just for you as well. But you can see you can pull up 4 different charts at one time. So if I want to look at Bitcoin versus USD, Ethereum versus USD, and then I want to look at the Ethereum versus BTC chart, and I also want to pull up Matic, I can do it all at one time, which is very useful when the market's moving very quickly. If you want to do some short-term trades, they have so many trading pairs, it makes it really easy to trade in between them. Now, PrimeXBT has set us up with different promo codes, so you can actually get $50 just when you sign up using my link underneath the video. Go to promo codes here on the left side and then copy and paste the promo codes in. Just try one at a time because someone might have gotten the first one, and you'll get $50 towards your account. Special thanks to PrimeXBT for sponsoring that part of the video. Now, of course, I'm not telling you what to do, but in case you can't open PrimeXBT here in the US, some people do use VPNs. We did get the Digital Asset Fund Flows weekly report, and it is pretty interesting to see what's going on. We had $37 million worth of inflows, which is the largest in 5 weeks, but a lot of them were going into short Bitcoin, which is really interesting because the market was moving up so much last week, but yet we had 25.5 million going into short Bitcoin. Some going into Bitcoin, 5.7 million, 4.2 million going into Ethereum, then a little bit going to XRP and Solana. They say here too, the majority of shorts were actually coming from the US, 95%. So some people are taking some pretty big bets against Bitcoin right now. And one of the biggest things that crypto is facing right now is regulation. You need to walk this fine line between regulating enough, because a lot of exchanges have not practiced good risk management, and a lot of crypto projects are rug pulls, and also trying to make sure that you don't stifle all innovation. CZ just said that this is a good approach to crypto regulation by the IMF, a couple people at the IMF. Stronger financial regulation and supervision in developing global standards can help address many concerns about crypto assets. Here's some highlights from the article. Our industry needs robust, comprehensive, and globally consistent cryptocurrency regulation that is fit for cross-border nature. For a global approach to work, it must adapt to the changing industry landscape. Crypto asset service providers should be licensed, registered, and authorized. Licensing and authorization criteria should be well defined. Entities carrying out multiple functions should be subject to additional regulation, transparency, and/or disclosure requirements. Stablecoins are a key tool for store value among many use cases and should be regulated to harness their potential and ensure market integrity. Obviously, that's very true. CZ ends with user protection and market integrity are enhanced when lawmakers and regulators expand the scope of permissible activities. We have seen this in many industries such as TradFi, healthcare, pharma, internet, content, etc. Now, it does seem like this would be a path forward that would be beneficial to everyone in crypto and outside of crypto, and it doesn't sound like they're going to try to regulate too much, just what we kind of want, and this will help larger money come in. So hopefully cooler heads like this prevail over some of the people that just want to squash crypto. Now, moving on to a company that is somewhat tied to crypto, Twitter. A lot of people are excited about Twitter possibly integrating Dogecoin as payment systems. There has been some question, though, over who's the next Twitter CEO. There have been a few people that have come out, including Lex Fridman, including Mr. Beast, and now Mr. Beast changed his profile to Twitter Super Official CEO. Now, maybe he's making a joke because he's not the super official CEO. But recently on Lex Fridman's podcast, he said that he wanted to be CEO.
You think about Twitter. What do you think about all the fun activity happening recently since Elon bought Twitter?
I think he should make me CEO, like I tweeted.
Well, I should say sort of we just like a couple hours ago had a conversation with Elon, and you guys had an exchange of some excellent ideas. So I legitimately think, obviously you're exceptionally busy, but I legitimately think it would be awesome if you somehow participate in the future of Twitter.
Yeah, it would be fun.
So obviously they have talked before, Mr. Beast and Elon Musk, and they talk on Twitter a lot. I do think Mr. Beast is probably the king of social media. He is the best when it comes to business and how to monetize businesses with social media. Of course, he has not worked as a CEO of a massive social media company, but he's worked as the CEO of probably the most successful franchise in social media. He's been able to build businesses around his content, and I think he would be able to help Twitter a lot. Now, I'm not sure he actually wants to do it with the time commitment it would take, but I'm not sure how much he'd really have to do on the back end, because right now Elon isn't going in and changing the code. I'm sure he's thinking big picture ideas, and that's what Mr. Beast does. So honestly, I think Mr. Beast would be a great candidate. I'm not sure if the market would like that much for Tesla stock, seeing a 23-year-old start running a multi-billion-dollar company, a $50 billion company, but I think he would do a great job probably over the long term. Now, moving back to crypto a little bit, we had a massive outage for 50% of Cardano's nodes where they had to disconnect and restart over the weekend, and they're still trying to figure out why this is. They say last night during the anomaly on the Cardano network, the entire network did not go down. There was a brief period of degradation. Most nodes impacted were gracefully recovered. No network restart was required. So I think this was positive. They worked exactly like how they're supposed to, but they're still trying to figure out what happened exactly. So in case you hear something like this, that Cardano crashed or something like that, it doesn't sound like it was that bad, and it just slowed down the network a little bit, and they were able to recover. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Then the last thing I really want to cover is Microsoft. They're confirming that they're investing billions in the creator of ChatGPT, which is OpenAI. We had heard rumors of this over the last couple of weeks, but they confirmed it today that they're making a multi-billion-dollar investment. Obviously, this is their big play into AI technology. They're going to integrate this with their own search platform, and I'm sure they're going to be able to integrate this in a variety of other parts of their business. Also probably going to host their web services as well. So a little bit of a synergistic relationship. Now, I think this really does show that there's going to be a huge push for AI over the coming years. And of course, in crypto, we're always looking for narratives. A lot of people trade on the excitement of these different narratives. And I think AI will be a important narrative, an important piece of technology moving forward. So we might see some really good projects in AI over the coming years. So be on the lookout for that. But of course, As always, make sure that you do your research. Bitcoin is probably the safest way to go, along with some of the other top cryptocurrencies, but AI could have some really good gainers over long term. Now, let me know what you think about all this underneath the video. Do you think Mr. Beast is the next CEO of Twitter, or do you think he's just joking? Again, check out PrimeXBT, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.